Good morning.
And it worked. Yes. Go ahead, Miss Chiquita. Hey, guys.
Yay. Good morning. Good morning. We're so happy to be here with you this morning. Welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. I hope everybody is in a safe place and everybody is keeping themselves and their family safe. My name is Chiquita Lindsay, and I'm the queen of real estate. And all week we're talking about global funding. Without global funding, neither one of us three would probably be sitting in front of you all this morning. And so I'm gonna let my co-hosts come to the floor and introduce themselves. So ladies, whoever, step on up.
Hey, guys. So, y'all know I always like to go first, get it out the way. Y'all think it's for attention, but nope, it's to get over my nerves. Get it done and get it over. So, hey guys, I am Jamie. Let me finish hitting this post button right there because I was sharing the broadcast. So, guys, hey, I'm Jamie Hopkins. I'm the publisher, and I help those who want to publish their dreams make it a reality. So I'm super excited to be here on behalf of Reverend Dr. Danielle Winningham. We welcome you to the BYOB Morning Show, Build Your Online Business, where we come to you with tools, tips, inspiration, empowerment, laughter, all kinds of greatness in your face every morning, just about every morning. And every night, just about every night here on the show. So thank you guys for joining us. I do want to give a shout out to Periscope Land and a shout out to over there on YouTube. Guys, I don't want to forget or neglect that you're there. So thank you for joining us over there in that Periscope Land. Hit that little man and share it with your followers. And over there in YouTube, I don't know how, share it some kind of way. I don't know how y'all share over there YouTube land, but you share it with whomever. We appreciate you for getting this word out. We want to build a community of like-minded women who are about their business, doing something that you love every single day and getting paid for it. So help us reach the world by sharing this broadcast. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that was so sweet, sweetie.
Thank you, honey bun.
Good morning, everyone, everywhere under the sound of our voices. We welcome you this morning to the BYOB Morning Show, where today's focus is you need startup capital.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you? I am Verlin Smith Randolph, the Rose of Audacity, and women hire me to help them to fight their fears, regain their confidence, and emerge into full bloom. We welcome you this morning to the BYOB Morning Show, and we're excited to be here. We may not look like it all the time, but we're excited. We just have so much to talk about. This startup capital and this global funding.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's help available. There's money out there. There's ways to make your business flourish.
That's so true.
Absolutely. So what we need for you all to do is share. Please share out the broadcast because as Jennifer always says, one share changed her life. And so we're talking about startup capital, and you need startup capital to actually start your business. You can't take the grocery money. You can't take the bill money. You need startup capital to start your business the correct way. So we want you to hit that link, bit.ly Global Funding 2020, so you can find out how to get startup capital for your business. This is the perfect time with everything going on. We have to start our own profitable online business to survive in this environment today.
True story. Yeah. I remember when I first started my business in 2015 and 2016 when I went full-time entrepreneurship. From that point until even, well, I think last year is when I funded my entire business out of my own pocket. And I look back on it now and I know it was nothing but the Lord, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, that did all that. Because, I mean, running a publishing company or running any business is expensive. It can get, and I see why people quit because they run out of money, but they don't know, and I didn't know that the government sets aside a certain amount of money for small businesses. So what I started to do, and thanks to Coach for bringing this to our attention, I started positioning my business for government grants. I started making different decisions. I started looking at how my business looked on paper. I had gotten so caught up in the operation of the business and bringing in more clients, but I didn't look and see exactly how my business was positioned on paper. So when this payroll protection program came around, it was easier for me to submit the application because I had all of my paperwork in order. But there was one piece in my business that was critical and to get approved by any company that I didn't have set up. And it was going through this process that made me realize, like, because there's so many there. You got the federal ID number, you have the tax thing, and you have all these different like registration, or some of you have business licenses. And if you have full-time employees, you have these W-2s, W-4s. I mean, it's just crazy, right? Mm-hmm. But it was going through this process that made me realize that there was still one area that I need to pay more attention to. And so that's what I'm doing in the business. And getting business funding will relieve the pressure from me going into my own pocket. Because, I'm sick and tired of funding my own self. My own company. I want to be funded by other people's money, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a matter of fact, that is why these fundings and the grants are out here to help small business owners really prosper and flourish, because we're the ones that keeping this economy going. We're the one out here opening up job opportunities for employees and keeping this economy going. We provide services that solve problems.
Absolutely.
Just like with Zoom, guys. Y'all remember Zoom just came, Zoom was the go-to live stream platform until we got hit with this pandemic, and everyone was stuck to stay home, and everyone was stuck to go online, and Zoom didn't have the capacity to handle, so they had to go and but guess what? Another company saw there was a need for live stream multi-streaming. And so now you'll see on Facebook that you'll see other people Zooming or going live from different platforms now, because those small businesses saw a need and they filled it. That's what we do. We see a need out here in the world and we create a product that's going to solve that problem.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Jamie. Without capital, you can't scale.
You
cannot scale your business.
That is so
preventing you from making money. How do you think wealthy people, billionaires, wealthy people, they're using capital to scale their businesses? How they got there. And there's some debt that's good debt. If you're using capital to scale a profitable business, then that's good debt.
Yeah,
that's good debt.
That's where knowledge is power come in, because you don't know that this type of funding is available to you. Meanwhile, you're using your monies to take care of home, to take care of the business. Now you got anxiety from this, that, and the third, and your business isn't growing.
Yeah. And the Small Business Administration is not the only organization that gives money to small businesses. There's grants, there's loans, there's so many different places, and small businesses who have scaled, they're being philanthropists too now in this era and giving back to small businesses. So it's just a matter of doing the research. And we're happy to say that we also have, Coach Danielle has a program where she's also helping you scale in your business and provide funding. So if you go to bit.ly/global funding 2020, you'll find out more about how you can fund your business, and the key things in your business that really need attention to, guys. So for me, I guess we can talk about what would you use all this money for, right?
Right.
Like if you had $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, on your hand right now? Do you have a business plan? And in our community, we call it a profit plan and a marketing plan, because that's your business plan, profit and marketing, right? If you have that in place, do you know what you're going to do with this $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 that you're going to get, right? You're going to have to pay it back. So do you have a plan with that money? I tell you now, most of it, the majority of it is going into marketing because I'm going to pay for the things I don't want to do. So I'm going to invest in that, right?
Right.
Right. I know why you should get at me, honey bun.
As you know, that's me, marketing. Reinvest in the business and it would be marketing.
Yeah.
Has to be.
I'm use that money to carry the load that I don't want to do. Right. And it's okay that I don't want to do it. Well, some people say, well, you need to know how. It's not that I don't know how. I know how, and I don't want to do it.
I agree with
you.
So
I'm going to invest in someone who absolutely loves marketing.
Right.
Just like I love writing, I can do that all day, every day, and I pretty much do. Right? But anything outside of something that I don't love doing, I'm going to pay someone. I don't love going to the grocery store. So I pay my sister to do it. I pay, Instacart to do it. I invest in the things that I don't want to put my hands on.
Right. So that leaves you free to concentrate on what your superpower is. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah. So that's what I would do with my capital funding is add a couple of team members that can help me do the things that I'm not good at and don't know how to do. Marketing, generating more leads, marketing, so that I can set it and so I can create products and do what it is that I do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do.
But I do want to say, guys, we're not saying that, especially when we're talking about marketing, we're not saying that you don't need to know marketing. That's not what we're saying at all. We're saying that you have to be intimate enough to know how you're going to hire someone and tell them what to do in your business. You have to have some knowledge of marketing. I know it well enough to know it ain't what I want to do. Like the technology. I mean, have y'all ever put together? And we have tools now that makes it easier to put together a landing page, to put together your whole course and all the technology and making sure everything connects. We have tools now that make it easier. But even in the tools, I still don't want to touch it. So that's what you can use your loan, your global funding. You can use it to invest in a marketing coach, to invest in a marketing team, to invest in a technology team. Yeah. That's if you don't love marketing. Now, for some of y'all who love marketing, what are some other things? And you guys can put it in the chat too. Let's have a discussion about what would you do with $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in your business that will help you grow, and that big, beautiful, juicy word that Chiquita said earlier, scale.
Scale.
That's a big, beautiful word next to deep fried buffalo wings. Scale. And if you can scale wings, okay. What would you do with your money? You said marketing too, right? You said
marketing, and then of course y'all know the technology part, but
right. But you just can't, like Jamie said, you just can't get any old person to do your marketing. You got to make sure you definitely need to have a coach.
Yeah.
Before you start any business, online business, you need the right online business coach to help you set all the pieces in place and build the team and the right marketer. Yeah, you need all of that before you start anything. Don't just go in there and get your EIN number and say, I got a business now, and then don't know what to do with it. Lose money. So, right.
I didn't realize how I'm going to tell like sort of a semi-funny story, right, y'all? But when I first started, I knew that this is something that God wanted me to do, but I didn't check in with him on certain things. So I was like, okay, he want me to do this. Great. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do this full time. He's going to give me all of the instructions and what I need to do, right? It's just going to come from manna on heaven. It's just going to come right down. He's going to tell me exactly what to do. And I at that time, I had a coach and I left the coach.
Oh.
And then I started searching for other coaches, but I wasn't really committed to a business coach because all I needed was, a little bit of advice in my head. All I needed was a little bit of advice. I don't need you to take, and if you tell me that this business is not going to work, you fire it. I don't want to hear it, right? Mm-hmm. I did it so wrong. And in my heart of hearts, I thought I was doing the right thing because I'm like, I'm going to do what God tell me to do. And then I just overlooked the whole scripture where he talked about wise counsel, when he talked about, being under leadership, when he talked about having a covering. There was reasons and principles behind that conversation that God gave us, instruction that God gave us. And I was just thinking, I'm just going to let the Most High lead me, right? Wrong. Because that's why I ended up spending a lot of and exhausting a lot of my money, being homeless for 2 years. Let's talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. Being homeless for 2 years, feeling like a vagabond, really, because I didn't want, and I didn't see how I could sit under a business coach when I'm supposed to be led by God. I was so wrong. But what happened was I was really sitting in my own pain because I had been hurt and burnt so many times. And I'm like, okay, God, it's just me and you. But he's like, no, baby girl, what that is I'm going to heal you. And I'm going to send you the people that you need. Wow. And so long story short, I ended up meeting Coach. And she really taught me the value of why having a business coach was so important in the field of a business, something that I never ran before, something that I didn't have any vision other than this is what God wanted me to do. I had no business plan. I had no profit plan. I had no marketing plan. All I knew is I was on Facebook doing live stream because I was doing what I saw other people do. There was no substance behind it. Mm-hmm. So where you see me at now is because I learned a lot of things the hard way. We don't want that to be you. And so I really want to encourage those who are following the spirit of the Most High, who God has called you to fulfill this purpose, to solve problems for people. What you have to do is really seek wise counsel. Wise counsel is someone who's been where you're trying to go.
Right.
And so that was my biggest lesson over the past 5 years is that, girl, you can still love the Lord and have coaches. I have more than one coach now. I got a business coach. I have a life coach. I have a spiritual coach. I have a health coach. I got a mind coach. I got a coach for the coach. I got all kinds of coaches now because my mind has been open and expanded to what it really going to take to run a business, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not just the business side, it's the life side too, and how you can keep your spirit in the right vein. It's just so much to it. But we remove all of those obstacles for you right here in this community. Right. But yes. You have coaches for the coaches, okay?
Exactly.
And we teach you how to be a coach. There's that certification program. But y'all, don't do what I did.
So go to that link, bit.ly/global funding 2020. And you know what, Jamie, without a coach, I wouldn't have been able to have a profitable online business. So getting the right coach may be the number one step. And then getting your capital funding so you can pay that coach. So you can pay the right coach to help you build that profitable business. But coaching, the right coach is very valuable. It doesn't mean that we're not smart. It's just that coaches can see our business better than we can. And they can help us. Right.
The right coach. Also, we have a question in the audience. We have, hello, do you know who helps with startup with home care and group homes? Yes, Coach Darnell does.
Absolutely.
bit.ly/Coach BYOB Show 20. We'll put that link in the description, in the chat for you.
Mhm.
Go to that link, bit.ly/ oh my, sorry, not Show 20, BYOB Convo. We got bit.lys out the yin yang over here. we got to answer we got a bit.ly for every question, okay? So BYOB Convo is where you can schedule a conversation with coach or someone on the team to help you with your business.
Right. Then we got Sharina.
Yeah.
She said marketing and definitely build a team of knowledgeable people that can get me where I need to be. I've been in the business for 6 years. I've been pretty much winging things blindly and not knowing what I'm doing. And at this point, I'm exhausted mentally and drained of so much money. I'm ready to do things the right way now. I understand I can't have a successful business alone.
Awesome.
So please go now to that link, bit.ly/ BYOB Convo, CONV. Go to that link now. You need a coach to help you and quit wasting money and wasting time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've been there, Sharina. Not 6 years, but 5 years is too long, and it doesn't matter how long. I don't care if you've been doing it for 2 years. I don't care if you've been doing it for 3 months, okay? If you hear us today, if you've been brought here for a reason, for such a time as this. And so what we do know is that what you have to offer to the world is so needed.
Yeah.
But it's the trick of the enemy to get you to get mentally exhausted, to keep trying and keep hitting that brick wall. Well, now the brick wall is being removed for you, Sharina. So I encourage you, as the King James Version of the Bible say, I admonish you, right? So that word lately a lot. But, I really encourage you to reach out for help. And let me tell you, 5 minutes in connection with Coach Danielle is going to change your life. Right. So bit.ly/BYOB Convo, schedule a call with Coach Danielle and the team. Let's talk through. There's funding available for your businesses. Mm-hmm. Listen to what we just said. There's funding, money available for your businesses. But you have to sign up for it. You have to apply for it, just like any other funding and any other grant. There's an application process. So go to bit.ly/global funding 2020. We're going to be talking about this all week long this week, about how you can get money for your business. And then, let's talk it through. We don't want you to quit, because I almost quit. And that will make you quit. Money is almost like the number one. I would say number one in my book. I don't know if it's truly the number one, but I would say it's the number one thing that the reason why small businesses quit, because they run out of it. Or they don't have their paperwork together where they can get government funding or government contracts. It's all these things that you will learn in this community, how to position yourself so that you can serve more, you can reach more, you can do more. Once you remove that pain of not having enough money, right? It's a pain in a 222, right? Once you remove that, you're able to free yourself to really think about and really move and operate in what Chiquita said, your superpower. I never thought about writing being my superpower, but I think I'm gonna go get a cake today.
It is.
Girl, see what I mean? See, everybody else sees your superpower, but sometimes they don't tell you. We like it over here. We're going to tell you what your superpower is. Mm-hmm. And your coach is going to teach you how to use that superpower. Because like you said, Jamie, there's somebody out there waiting for Sharina.
Yeah.
There's women out there waiting for us to save them. As far as creating a business, whatever it is they're doing, scaling the business, creating wealth, but you need help to do it. Yeah.
You need help, and we're here to help you.
Right.
So share the broadcast, because we're sure that someone in your timeline, someone in your friend list may be at that same place where you are, where you're frustrated and you're ready to get, actually get the needle moving on your business. Mm-hmm. I'll testify, that
Mhm.
it was Coach Danielle who moved the needle in my business. I was getting ready to quit too. Again, I had been to that point where I exhausted all of my means, and then life hit. So then I had to deal with some life stuff too.
Mhm.
And then my family was hit. So I had to deal with some family stuff too. And all of that plus a business that wasn't scaling. It was in operation, but it wasn't scaling.
Mhm.
And my life scaled. So I need my business to scale with my life. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I met Coach Danielle, and she's the one that helped me position J Publishing House, which is a whole different brand name now. Because when I came to her, I was J the author. And then it transformed into a full service publishing company.
Wow.
So I went from an author to running an entire full service publishing company through investing my time, my talent, my gifts, my energy, my money. I invested I threw everything I had because I said, all right, this is the last time. And if this don't work, I'm going to quit.
Mm.
And I threw it all into Coach Danielle, into this community, into my dream. I gave everything I had. And let me tell you, I told you I was getting ready to quit. And so now I'm a full service publishing company, and I have multiple clients, and it's rolling and it's expanding. And even when it expands, there's a plan for every step of the way. I'm very clear now. And so I can't say yes to some clients and say no to some clients because I'm not in a desperate need just to get money. Now I can turn people down that don't fit with my company, have rude. I'm not working with nobody rude no more. Like, I'm over it. I'm over the rude people. But that's because I absolutely know where I am right now.
Mhm.
And so I still listen to God. I still listen to the Most High because He's the one that brought all these coaches to me. So I listen to them, I listen to the Most High, and J Publishing runs. So yeah, all that made me tired just by saying it.
But did you miss out? You missed a couple things, sis.
What I miss?
You the
But I
baddest
love y'all.
publisher. You the baddest publisher in the
Baddest.
land. I'll go ahead and
I'm
vote
the
for you.
baddest publisher
The
in
baddest.
the land, y'all.
And aren't you number one? Something, your publishing company, and you've like first?
I did win an award last year. I won the Publisher of the Year award.
See, she got an
And
award.
so yeah, and I am. I think I am the only Black female publisher with the contract with the largest print in the world. I think
Right.
I
That's
haven't
it.
found another one yet. So
That's
until
it.
she claim it, I am going to be it.
Exactly. You
Already
go
done.
ahead and claim
Right.
it. Go
I'm
ahead
it.
and
Already
claim
done.
it.
It's
Yeah.
it. This is it. This is where it stops.
Go
Guys,
ahead.
so thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you. We appreciate you showing up every day and listening to us. We love coming together and laugh. We have a party before we go live, and we have a little party after we go live because we love being around each other. And we would love for you to join our community too. Women who are about their business. We're growing, we're expanding, we're helping, we're serving, and we're doing it together as a community. And so we love it. We invite you in on this amazing journey. There's no need to be alone. There's no need to feel like you don't have any help. There's no need for you to sit and stay in the anxiety or the depression or the frustration that you may be going through in your business. There's no need to stay there. If you see this replay, if you're watching us live, then this is a call for you. The help, the answered prayer that you've been praying, this is it for you because you're here and you're hearing us. So if you need money, how do you get money to fund your business? You apply at bit.ly/global funding 2020. And if you are just looking for what to do next in your business. bit.ly/BYOB Convo. There's literally a bit.ly for everything that we do. We have a program and a problem solved for every business problem. I can guarantee that. So anytime I have a problem with the business, I'll go to somebody in the community that I know that can help me, right? We have all kinds of coaches. So thank you guys for joining us. Hey, Mara, my new friend. Good morning. Mara, I can't wait to read your book. I know you're going to write a fabulous one. So, and good morning to everybody. Let me see.
Let me say some good mornings.
Go ahead, sis.
I got some buddies in here. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sierra. Thank you, ladies, for hopping in this morning. Good morning. We're talking about startup capital.
Yeah.
Using your business or start your online profitable business. Please go to bit.ly Global Funding 2020. The time is now. You got to take action now. If you're not getting that, one of the government loans, there's still other ways to create funding to support your business.
Yeah. So startup capital, y'all. Whew. I wish I had known about that. I think I did know about the SBA startup loan thing back when I started in 2015, but I definitely wasn't in a place where I could apply for anything because it was just too much paperwork. How many of y'all give up on the paperwork? Like even with this PayPal, this payroll protection thing, it's so many documentation and you got to pull together all this stuff. And in the midst of that, we'll get frustrated and just drop it. And so we leave millions of dollars on the table because we don't want to take the time to get our paperwork together. So I've committed myself a day in a week and I would focus only on paperwork. Not gonna tell y'all when that day is because y'all be likely to call me all throughout that day. It's crazy. No, not anyone in this community, but y'all clients out there, y'all like to be in my inbox, but I have a day set aside specifically just for paperwork. And I don't care how long this takes. I'm committed to that process because I'm going after these government contracts. I'm going after this funding that's out here for small businesses, and then getting certified. We talk about being certified to in the startup capital program. And so it's so important that you look into your business and make sure all of your paperwork together. And there's even more paperwork for nonprofits. So hiring the right help, hiring the right expert to make sure all of this is in line for you is key.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like my coach always says, Danielle Whittingham, the greatest coach on the planet, the GOAT of coaching business. And in fact, she can coach you in just about anything. She's definitely a genius, but never start a nonprofit business until you have a for-profit.
Right. Don't y'all come to her talking about y'all want to start this nonprofit and you ain't making no money.
And right. Absolutely. You have to start a profitable business first.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jamie, you talked about the paperwork. I used to have that issue with paperwork. If it was a lot of papers, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'll come back later and never get back to it. And I think that's what some people bet that we will do. Is look at that paperwork and not fill it out.
Yeah.
And then miss the money we use to scale our business, to even start our business. I think that they betting on some of it. They make it kind of hard for us.
Oh, absolutely.
Do that, right? So there's lots of money out there. There's lots of capital you can apply for. There's grants. There's other ways of getting funding. That's why you got to go to that link, that bit.ly Global Funding 2020, because this is the best time ever for you to get everything that's out there on the table. We as women and in our community, we can't leave any money on the table. Yeah.
That's true. So we're talking about that startup capital, guys, and that startup capital forces you to look into your business credit as well as your personal credit.
Yeah.
Right. And it forces you to get it together. Because I like what you said one week, Jamie, when you had to go through all that, you got all your papers in a folder. And if ever you got to apply for it, you just go get it.
Yeah.
Got it all together.
I can't take no credit for that because my sister came into my office. My sister has this extreme case of OCD. Don't tell I told y'all that, y'all, because she would deny it. But she came into my office, and when I tell you she organized everything, I'm afraid to touch stuff because if she come back into my office, she was like, "You touched that, didn't you? You did that, didn't you? Why you do that?" So she came and she organized all of my paperwork into folders with labels and everything. Something I used to do in my 9-to-5 job. But then when I started working for myself, I just put it, on the desk somewhere, on the bed somewhere. I just kind of like throw stuff around now. But she comes and she organized everything for me. So when I need it, I know exactly where to go get it because it's labeled, it's all the, and when I'm done with it, she's trained me to put it back where I found it.
And she got a profitable business there too, then.
Right. Sure do, taking care of me.
You don't keep all to yourself, Jamie.
That's her full-time job, taking care of me. But everyone needs, that's the other thing about having in your business is having a personal assistant, having a virtual assistant, having a team, right? We even teach you about that. There's a dream team masterclass on a watch party, guys. So stick around here. Stick around for the BYOB shows when we announce it. But we're having watch parties every weekend. And what a watch party is that you come and you watch a training, and we watch a training together. There's engagement, there's interaction, but there's a whole bunch of knowledge. And one of these trainings, like last weekend, we did how to write your winning ebook. And so this weekend, I forget what is coming up this weekend, but one weekend we're doing the Dream Team Masterclass, where we can show you how to build your own dream team on a low budget or high budget or medium budget. Like there's different levels to building your team. So we will let you know when that masterclass is going to be in our watch party. But to sign up for the watch parties to get access to this, we'll give you that link too. We don't want you to go there yet. But so keep it locked here on the BYOB morning show and the After Dark show. Find out about these watch parties, find out more about global funding, how you can get money that you need to even do your startup capital, right? And what else? And if you're ready to talk to someone on our team, you can go to bit.ly/BYOB Convo now today and schedule your appointment. So that's all, y'all. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
I'll see you back here tomorrow, guys, and we'll continue this conversation. And then tonight, the After Dark show, they be lit tonight. Have y'all gone to the After Dark show? They be lit.
Start showing up there. I'm gonna stay up late, take a nap, and start showing up in the After Dark. Cause you're right, wide night.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that when it's your week, Chiquita. I'm telling you, they be lit, and I'll be like, I'll be done. I'm a morning person, not a night, but they be lit. I mean, they be so hyped. So guys, thank you guys for rocking it out with us.
Before we, let me add one thing I meant to add is, like Sharina said, she was physically exhausted. I've been there physically and emotionally exhausted, and that's why you need startup capital, because if that's going on, not only are you not running your business correctly, you need to build a team to take some of that stress off. And that is your capital will help you build that team. So like you said, Jamie, you can be clear and focused. So go to that link right now at bit.ly/global funding 2020 and find out how to get capital to invest in your business so you can scale and be profitable today. And so does anybody else want to say anything before we close out?
No, but Miss Berlin, that red looks so good on you.
Oh, well, thank you, Jamie.
That's all.
You always looks gorgeous.
I know, you do too.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be like y'all when I grow up.
And our audience always look good too. We're grateful to have them to support us.
We got the
every
best.
day.
Yeah, absolutely.
every day, even if they miss us live, to go back to the
Watch
replay,
the replay.
you
Yeah.
know, and we really do appreciate it.
Yes, we
We
do.
really do.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, y'all have a safe day. And don't miss the After Dark BYOB show tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.